Before we generate anything, let's establish what Diffblue Cover is and how it works. Diffblue Cover writes unit tests for Java and Kotlin. You don't prompt it and you don't describe what you want. You point it at compile code and it produces JUnit tests for the classes you've asked it to cover. It runs inside your own environment, so your source never leaves your own infrastructure. For many of the development teams that adopt it, typically those maintaining large, long-lived Java systems, that property is a requirement, not a nice to have. The mechanism underneath is reinforcement learning. Diffblue Cover reads your compiled classes and the methods they call, writes a set of candidate tests, runs them, and adjusts based on how much of the code they exercise. It keeps the tests that hold up and increases coverage from there. Because the tests are run during generation, what comes out compiles and passes against your real code. It isn't a draft test suite that you need to manually fix and update before it works. The tests themselves are ordinary JUnit tests. Diffblue Cover uses Mockito for mocking, and it applies the Spring test annotations when it's testing Spring components. So the output fits into a conventional project, and you could generate tests with Diffblue Cover, stop using the tool entirely, and those tests would continue to run. Nothing Diffblue specific is left behind at runtime. There's one characteristic to keep in mind though, and it's the same point we made about generated tests in general. Diffblue Cover records what your code does today, and that's the purpose of regression testing. It does not reason about what the code is supposed to do. So if there's a bug in the code, Diffblue Cover will write a test that treats the incorrect behavior as expected. That's not a defect in the tool, it's the definition of capturing current behavior. Now, Diffblue Cover isn't a single tool. It's a family of products, and it's worth knowing which one does what. The Diffblue Cover plugin is the IntelliJ integration. It's aimed at day-to-day development. You're working on a class, and with a single action, it generates tests for that class or method inside the IDE. The Diffblue Cover CLI is the command line tool. It's more powerful and fully scriptable. It can generate tests for an entire project autonomously and produce coverage reports as it goes, which is exactly what you want when you're covering an existing code base in bulk. Finally, Cover Pipeline takes the same capability into your CI system, GitHub, GitLab, Jenkins, and others, where it creates, runs, and updates the test suite automatically on each pull request, so coverage keeps pace with the code rather than falling behind it. Here are some reasons why teams use Diffblue Cover. It removes the manual effort of writing regression tests. It catches regressions early at the level of individual methods. And it raises coverage on large code bases far faster than a team could by hand. On top of that, it makes legacy code more approachable. The generated tests serve as documentation of how the code actually behaves, and it does all this without your source ever leaving your own infrastructure. It's worth putting those claims into context using a real use case. On one mission-critical application with an expansive codebase, Diffblue Cover wrote 3,000 unit tests out of the box. A conservative estimate put the equivalent manual effort at around 268 developer days for a senior engineer. Now, Diffblue Cover completed it in only 8 hours, doubling the application's test coverage, and that's before any refactoring work had been done. That's the difference in scale we're talking about. The same task that would occupy an engineer for the better part of a year finished inside a working day. In the next lecture, you will learn how to generate tests with the Diffblue Cover IntelliJ plugin and the Diffblue Cover CLI.